Hey guys, welcome back to the second channel. I know it has been a long time since I've recorded any videos on my main channel or this channel, but especially on this channel since I've recorded since like end of February. But I have been away, and as such I have not been able to record. Um, but I have with me here a list on my phone, this time not in a notebook. And today the list we are going to be doing is my top 10 favorite video game soundtracks. Because I am an absolute sucker for video game OSTs. I love listening to them, and I think that a lot of them are really, really goddamn good. And it's like something I judge yeah, video games by is how good their music is. So let's get into the list. At number 10 is Tetris. I think that Tetris has an extremely catchy and memorable main theme that is very like high action and intense. That is perfect for the gameplay, especially as the game speed kind of speeds up. And I love the repetitive rhythm of it, and I honestly can listen to it for hours on end and probably wouldn't get tired of it because it's one of my favorite songs of all time. Um, so yeah. Number nine, Smash Ultimate. No biggie there. It's kind of hard to rank a game like Smash Ultimate just because it has like um music from so many different games in it, along with the main theme is absolutely spectacular. And like not counting this stuff, like there's a lot of really, really good remixes of other songs in there. So that's kind of where I rank it. I guess it's kind of a hard one to rank in terms of overall game soundtrack. So I know it's in my top 10, so I'll just put it there. At number eight is Star Wars: The Old Republic. Um, this game has a lot of really, really great music, like a lot of really memorable melodies, especially the melody of the Sith Empire and Revan's theme and like the theme of Vitiate and Corian. And it's very like epic and cinematic, especially in a lot of the major battles, which I think is really cool. At number seven is Super Mario Galaxy. Every single song in this game is a bop. It's so good, especially the main theme. All the songs are just fantastic. They go together so well. Um, and yeah, I just really like it. At number six is Persona 5. Persona 5 has some really great songs. It has a lot of different kinds of music to kind of fit different kinds of moods. I think the best thing it does in terms of its OST is make absolutely killer combat soundtracks. Like the tracks that play when you're in battles are some of the best in the entirety of the OST, because they are extremely action packed and they have amazing vocals and they really get you like pumped into the field of really good turn based combat. Um, and when you're kind of like walking around the cities, there's also like there's like very like smooth, calm, jazzy esque music, which I think works really well for kind of establishing a more like quieter, more peaceful atmosphere when you're playing those parts of the game, which I really like. Um, and then the music for the boss fights is epic as heck. Um, Especially all the extra music that came with the Dr. Maruki DLC. Um, and number five is The Witcher 3. Um, and the main reason that I love this is just because of the sheer volume of music in this. Um, like the main game is so incredibly long. There's so many songs in it. And then you also have both DLCs on top of that. And when you combine all of that together, you get so much music to listen to. But I also really like the style of it. It has a lot of really nice strings and a lot of unique singing. And there's like kind of my favorite tracks are kind of the ones where it's like OST to like walking through a town or like when you like Oxenford or something, for example. But the action music is also extremely good because it like very action packed and it's very good for boss fights. Uh so yeah, it's like it's such a huge variety of different styles, kind of. They're all meshed into one giant OST playlist, and it's just extremely entertaining to listen to. Uh, and number four is Minecraft. Minecraft is just an absolute classic. Every one of the songs are extremely calming and so nostalgic beyond belief. All the music discs are also really good in the game. Um, and I also think I just think that the music perfectly fits the atmosphere of Minecraft. And I also, it's not just C418. I also really like the newer stuff for like the Nether update, the Cave update, and stuff that was made by Lena Rain. I think all that stuff is really good. Um, yeah, um, I love Minecraft soundtrack. At number three is Xenoblade 3 because there is so much music, not quite as much as Witcher 3, I don't think, but there is so much music to this game, and a lot of them are absolutely beautiful, emotional, orchestral pieces. And if they're not that, then and it's like this awesome combination of like lo-fi that has like really distinct melodies for like basically every major area you visit in the game. And there's also a difference between day and night themes, which sound completely different. Um, and a lot of the songs are like 15 to 20 minutes on average, and it makes for such an enjoyable listen as well. And a lot of the music perfectly complements the characters and the cut scenes and everything like that. Um, and it's just really goddamn good. Um, at number two is Hollow Knight. Um, Hollow Knight is just absolutely Hollow Knight is like my favorite one to listen to on repeat. And I think it is probably the one that I have listened to through the most. Because every one of the songs for every boss fight, every area is so catchy. And it's amazing like what is done with a very limited amount of instruments to make each song sound so different. Uh, and like I said previously, the boss fight music for every single boss fight is absolutely epic. And I really love how Christopher Larkin manages to use the main theme as a leitmotif in like 80% of the songs have like some like you can hear some semblance of the main theme, which I just think is genius. Um, and it's so enjoyable to listen to. Um, and number one is Skyrim, and this is not even close for me, because there are so many. Number one, there's a massive amount of music in here, not as much as Xenoblade 3 or The Witcher 3, I don't think, but there is a lot of songs in here, and they could not differ more, like in terms of different styles that the songs take on. Um, and I also think, like there's just so many good ones that like perfectly capture like so many different moments of when you're playing different parts of Skyrim, which I think is the best part. And like hearing um the repetitive battle melodies, I think um that can get a little stale sometimes, but honestly when you're fighting, it's just kind of like an epic compliment to it. Um And and then the epic main theme is just so goddamn good. In like every way possible. I mean, um, and then and like how the song Silent Footsteps is kind of is like nothing but this like ominous like very small choir when you're like exploring dungeons and things like that. I think that is genius. Um and just like perfectly encapsulates what like the feeling of that is. Uh and then also and then like hearing like the banner of mayor and around the fire and all things like that when you walk into bars and inns and you hear like the NPCs playing the songs, it's like really interesting. um and then as you're walking through the night you just hear Secunda start playing and it's just beautiful. um or when you get ambushed and it's like surprise attack or whatever the name of the track is. And then my personal favorite, Far Horizons, for like when you are just exploring the landscape. I literally have a video on my Switch I recorded because like I came out of a cave and I just like saw the view of the sunrise across the world and I just heard Far Horizons start playing. I was like, hell yeah, I need to record this because this is awesome. Um, just the way that Skyrim's soundtrack encompasses like so many different aspects of its gameplay perfectly, I think, is the strongest quality of the soundtrack. Um, so yeah, that was my top 10 favorite video game soundtracks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.